What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking into the iDrive 360 location, home of the Orlando Eye, but that's not what we're doing today. We are doing the Sea Life Aquarium, so let's head inside and check it all out. So, first thing that you see as soon as you walk in, they have a photo area, so they will scan your wristband and do a neat little photo op here. That's what those employees are here for. And then we move on to the little pre-show. So we walk in here. Again, there's information all over the place, and this is the waiting area for it. So the door opens, and here you walk into the pre-show room, and they have this neat little display with all the fish in here. And then up on the very top, eventually we'll see a show up here. But we can see the fish all over the place. So after the pre-show is over, now we are heading into the main aquarium area. Lionfish. Check that out, guys. You can get super close to these guys. They even have a neat little bubble right here where you can go inside and feel like you're actually inside the aquarium.
Here we have the mythical sea creature, Daniel. Wave to the crowd, Daniel.
So, now you're in here. Like I said, we're in the little bubble. And you can get some really close views of the fish. Sorry if it sounds like I'm underwater, but technically I am underwater. My mom making some fish faces. And they have these little cutouts right here as you can reach in. Well, you can kind of stick your head in there. They do have a video screen. But again, very immersive, makes you feel like you're actually in the aquarium. Again, more unique aquariums all over the place. This one actually wraps around, and you can see just how thick it is. But you can just step in. Like I said, I feel like I'm literally in the aquarium. That's one of the neatest things about this entire exhibit, is that it's very immersive. Into the next room we go. And it looks like we have a jellyfish display. We have some neat jellyfish up at the top here. Check this out, guys. Look how close you can get. Beautiful colors that they have. Of course, they do have LED lights that are lighting all this up. Absolutely beautiful. One thing that is really kind of neat, again, these are all very interactive, and they have different buttons here for the different colors. So if I press that, it changes the color. If I want to do that one, it changes the color. But again, really kind of neat. We'll go through the cycle and show you all the different colors they have. And then again, information screens right here, so you can actually learn about them. But very neat exhibit. Next area that we're going to is the Shark Shipwreck. And they do have kind of wood panels down here for theming. A lot of these are open exhibits where you can actually lean right over the top. But of course, don't drop anything in there. But again, fishies all over the place. The Atlantic Ocean area. Again, more of these kind of walk-in aquariums here. You can actually look across and see there is the glass bridge right there. These are absolutely huge aquariums though. They do have overhead as well. And we can actually see some sharks in here. Some of the larger species are going to be inside this aquarium. just like SeaWorld, one of the big conservation points they have is millions of sharks are killed every year just for their fins, just for soup. Can you believe it or not? So Sea Life does want to stress conservation, of course, for sharks in here and for the other species, but very important information you can learn from here. Kids are going to love this place though, but it's actually very informative. They can take something with them for the rest of their lives. They will learn things from here. Then they have over here this pick a shark kind of thing. So let's see. I don't see a mako, so I'm going to be a great white. So it is a touchscreen, almost like projection. See? There is the great white shark. You can learn about the anatomy, their jaws, everything else that. See? So then you can move this over. You can literally dissect a shark. So you can see all their internals, their fin, their bone structure, liver, heart, gills, brain, everything. It's really kind of neat. One of the larger viewing areas again for the giant aquarium, kind of right here in the center of the exhibit. Again, we can see giant sharks all over the place. In fact, there's one swimming right there. Maybe he'll come up for us.
I like going to eat the shark. I'll go swim it out.
Isn't he great?
Man, he came right up to the glass. Again, more of those cutout kind of exhibits here, where you can just kind of poke your head in. They have Turtle Fest right over here. We'll go in there. More information about the sea turtles, their history, prehistoric information, the eggs, and how they hatch, go out into the ocean. Some may say it's exciting. We have exhibits over here with some turtles inside. Learn about anatomy just like the sharks. What actually makes turtles a turtle. And this is this big guy right here. This is a snapping tortoise, I believe. You can find these guys all over Florida. In fact, whenever I go fishing, they're always around. But that's a big guy right there. That guy has a really long neck.
Yeah, he does.
Little walkthrough area where you can get very close to these guys. And over on this side too, so see? All over the place. So after the turtle exhibit, again, we'll walk around and see a bunch of fish. So kind of the faster fish over here. Again, look how close you can get to these guys.
Look how big it is.
Unique aquariums are all over the place. These you can pass through, walk underneath. We're not going to take that route though. Throughout the exhibit, they have several stations here. This one is dive station number 3, but you can do some neat interactive things here where you look through and you can play little games things. But then they have this area where they give you a booklet. You can actually stamp your booklet, so at the very end you'll get a prize. But this is just one of the stations and there's multiple. Well, we've transported to the Pacific Ocean now, so we're going to learn about fish that can be found on the other side of the country, over here. Again, more neat aquariums, those pop-up bubble kind of things where you can hop in, get a much closer look at all the fish. And then over here, again, you can get super close inside. just in case you're interested, they offer behind the scenes tours right here, and you can come up to the counter. This lady right here will help you out with the ticket. They do have prices for them, again, $15 per person, but they will take you on a very neat kind of excursion. Well, actually I was wrong. It's $5 per person for the special tour. Now, what can we actually do for this tour?
You can go behind the scenes, you know, in things in the aquarium, so the animal healthcare, the laboratory, life support system, how we make our salt water. But I think the cool part is to go upstairs and see the ocean habitat.
Oh, that's very neat. So you can do some really neat stuff. So I do suggest the behind the scenes tour again. For that price, come on, you gotta do it. All right, so this is another one of the walkthrough kind of exhibit aquariums right here. This one is kind of a 180-degree view tunnel. Got some really neat views of all the sea life in here. Check this big dude out. That is a giant eel. Again, right up next to the glass here.
Very green.
Very green, almost like home. And after you do the 180 degree, here is a 360 degree one right here, where they can literally swim underneath you, to the side, over the top, and around. 360 degrees. You see the sharks swimming right by and underneath you. Again, there are my feet. How lovely and glorious they are.
If you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask.
Beneath your feet.
Some of the sharks over here, like these ones, these are called sandbar sharks. We also have the great reef sharks over here.
Giant sea turtle. Blue tangs and clownfish, aka Dory and Nemo.
Dory.
And Nemo. Little donation station right there to help all the sea life. Again, just aquariums left, right, all over the place. Another dive station for the kids to stamp their booklets. And then we move on to seahorses. So over here, we have seahorses. There's one right there. One in there. Pot-bellied seahorse. And sure enough, you gotta lay off the pizza, dude. More informational screens here. And then here's a giant viewing area. Here we have the Indian Ocean and the animals and species that are in this area. You can see right there. Indian, as in Indian Ocean. So these are the common species you can see. Again, more porthole viewings. So after you pass through the Indian Ocean area, here is the next big exhibit, and this one is almost like a, it's not a touch tank, so do not touch, but they have sensitive fish in here, stingrays. In fact, this is called Stingray Cove. You can see a couple of the guys way over there, and coming up to the top right there, so big old stingray. The Next area that we have is the Everglades Wetlands, home to Florida's species of different fish, as we can see in here. We have some bluegill. May even see a couple bass. But these are all the common species that you will find in Florida. Again, turtles. More little fishies over here. And check this out. This is a fairly large exhibit over here. Again, these are, I believe, freshwater fish. They've really outdone the exhibits here. They look absolutely fantastic. After the wetlands, we do have the coastal rock pools. Exhibits. It says, please do not touch, and we won't. But this area over here, you can touch. This one apparently is a no-touch zone. But this area over here, you can actually see all the sea anemones. You can reach in, touch some of the rocks. They even have starfish right there, so you can feel what they feel like, I guess. And if you have any questions, of course, this gentleman right here will answer any questions for you. But really kind of neat here, guys. Alrighty guys, so I wanted to show off the touch tank. So as we have right here, you can actually reach in. You gotta wash your hands first. That's very important to make sure that it's all safe and everything else. The water's pretty cool. Let's see, I actually want to check this out. They have the starfish over here. Again, touch right there. Feels kind of slimy, but also like a hard structure as well. They have anemones in here as well. I'm not really one to touch anemones, but I think the starfish are awesome. Again, kind of a slimy texture, but it's hard as well. But the water's very cold, but very neat. And that's pretty much it, guys. So after you do the touch tank, again, they have some more information. You go up this little walkway, and then, of course, just like all the other places, you gotta go into the gift shop area, and that's where we're headed to next. So as we walk up, photos from when you first took them as soon as you walked in. They have a neat little informational booklets over here. Screens up there, but all of your photos will be available right here. And then we walk into, of course, the gift shop. They got lots of neat little plush. Seahorses, sharks, turtles. T-shirts all over the place. Mermaids. They got some really neat stuff in here. Little plush keychain things. And let's see, more plushes over here. Googly-eyed ones. And again, more socks. The amount of merchandise they have in here is quite a bit. I mean, literally, thermoses, mugs, keychains, magnets, you name it, they have it. They have an octopus even. A couple of the larger seahorses. Prices are not bad, guys. See, you can get something for $3.50. Normally at other parks, guys, you'd be paying like 10 bucks. Toys, little bibs for the kids, coloring books, all sorts of stuff. Personalized dog tags over here. And of course, candy. They got pucker powder. They do have drinks available. And then they have these neat little collector's coins as well for Sea Life Aquarium. And that's all the little gold doubloons right there. And then they have upgrade options right here, so you can go into Madame Tussauds or the Eye. Well guys, that is going to do it for our tour of the Sea Life Aquarium. There were some really neat species in here from the Indian Ocean, from the Pacific Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean. I really enjoyed it. I gotta say, it was really neat going through that 360 tunnel, seeing all of the sea life all around you. But we're gonna have more updates from around the world, guys. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I'll see you out on the Midway.